My name is Per Tveit. I am Norwegian. When I was working on my master's thesis at the Technical University in Trondheim, Norway, I came to think of an arch bridge with inclined hangers. Some of the hangers cross each other at least twice. I have called this bridge a network arch. It has been the centerpiece of my research ever since. If the tie is a concrete slab, it saves more than half the steel needed for most other steel bridges. Arch bridges where hangers cross each other up to once should be called Nilsen bridges after Octavius Ferdinand Nilsen, who showed such a bridge in a patent document in 1926. I am very grateful to IAPSE for this opportunity to tell you about network arches. A slightly reversed version of these lectures can be found starting out from my home page. You will find it at Google. In the text version, references and a list of literature is added. This slide shows my second network arch. It has a span of 84 meters. It was finished in 1963. You can hardly see the hangers because of the way the sun is shining. You can see the electricity lines because they reflect the sunshine. If we define the slenderness of an arch bridge as the span divided by the sum of the height of the chords, it was the world's most slender arch bridge up to 2006. Then a slimmer pedestrian bridge over the Rhine was opened. In 2009 or 2010, an even slimmer network arch will be built in western Norway. The Bolstadstraumen bridge needed 44 tons of structural steel and 7 tons of pre-stressing steel. The rise of the arch was 18% of the span. To save steel, a competing arch bridge with vertical hangers had a rise of 21.5% of the span. It needed 2.5 times more structural steel. Both bridges had a concrete slab between the arches. This slide gives the reasoning behind an efficient network arch. The purpose of a bridge is to take traffic over an obstacle. The traffic can be on a road, as in the first sketch. Often there is no room for members under the bridge. For evenly distributed load, an arch bridge with vertical hangers is a very good solution. All the members have mainly axial forces. For uneven loads, it is best to use crossing hangers as in the network arch. Then all loads are transferred to the arches in such a way that there is very little bending in the chords. The bending in the members is usually less than in trusses. That is, if we do not use the usual assumption that there is a frictionless joint in every node in the truss. As you all know, in the last 100 years, the uneven loads have become a higher percentage of the loads on bridges. This is an advantage for the network arches. The simplest tie is a concrete slab spanning between the arches. A slab tie spreads out concentrated loads before they reach the edge beams. Transversal beams concentrate all loads. The diagrams show the necessary thickness of the slab spanning between the arches. For 10 to 18 meter spans between the arches, transversal pre-stress might be needed. Since there is very little longitudinal bending in the tie, it can be very slim.